When people are learning visual note-taking, the first big question they have is, how do I draw? The second is, what do I draw? I'm going to focus on that second question in this video. If you enjoy it, please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future content. Now let's go back and watch me redraw this sketch note and I'll talk you through it. Hi, I'm Hayley, Chief Doodler at Thoughts Drawn Out. I'm all about getting creativity working so I can help you to make your mark. So when people ask, what do I draw? What they're really asking is, so what's happening between the ear and the hand? How do I go from listening to content and hearing all of this information to knowing what to draw on my page? So today I'd like to focus on 5 tips for listening and processing info when live note-taking. Tip number 1, listen with your whole body. What do I mean by this? I mean, use all of your senses as a way to take in information. It's not just what you can hear, it's also what you can see. It's what you can feel, taste, and even smell. Really take in all of the content that you have available to you. Sometimes it's about noticing body language or sensing a change in the mood, seeing someone lean in or lean out of the content, watching an expression move across someone's face. And then get beyond those 5 senses and ask yourself, what is my 6th sense telling me? That's hard to say. And what I mean by this is, what's your gut telling you? Trust your intuition around what you're hearing, seeing, smelling, the rest of it. Apply that extra layer of knowing to the information you are receiving. And then beyond that, you really want to switch all of this information into visual memories. Really turn on the visual cortex in the processing of all of this. I like to visualize even sentences or quotes that people say as words on a whiteboard or in picture form, because once I have translated them into a visual in my mind, they are much easier to remember and hold on to while my hand catches up. Number 2, trust your filtration system. You already have installed one of the most advanced filtration systems around. It's currently sitting on top of your shoulders and between your ears. That's right, I'm talking about your brain. Now, it might feel like a sieve at times, but trust me, it is filtering. It's more like a funnel, and it will catch the important information. Trust this. Now, this means it won't catch everything, and that's good, because your visual notes shouldn't be a transcription. Trust that you will capture the most important things, and if you don't get them on the first pass, when you're sketchnoting, you always get a chance to look back through and make decisions around what you've missed. If it's important, you will remember it and you will get a chance to capture it. Just trust yourself. These first 2 tips related to memory. These next 3 I'm going to talk about are related to synthesis. Number 3. Get beyond chronology. What I mean by this is the order in which you hear things doesn't have to be the order in which they hit your page. You can put things down on your page in whatever pattern works. It doesn't have to start at A in the top left and work its way to B. In fact, when you write like this or when you sketchnote like this, you end up with a story that sounds a bit like a 2-year-old told it. And then. This is best avoided by allowing yourself to listen for like content and putting it on your page where other similar content already exists. So you fill it in more like a jigsaw puzzle and less like a timeline. Number 4, rake it 3 directions. So this builds directly off tip number 3, getting beyond chronology. And I say rake it 3 directions because I like to think of all of this content that I have just heard, seen, taken in sitting in a big pile, like a pile of sand. Now, I'm never going to sort that pile of sand by going through grain by grain, but I'm going to run a rake through it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rake it in a couple of different directions. So I might be raking up and down while I'm looking for what were the actions and what were the stories that I heard. Then I might be raking it side to side while I'm listening for or looking to pull out any particular metaphors or human response, emotions, that sort of thing. But then I'm going to come back through a third time on an angle and really listen for direct quotes and specific facts. Now, I might be doing this literally while the content is happening, or I might be trusting my memory of the content on a second or a third pass after I've heard it. And of course, cutting through all of these things are themes. And finally, tip number 5, stop trying to catch it all. Your sketch note doesn't have to be everything. It's a visual summary. So consider, where will it live? Who will use it? And how will they use it? And let these 3 things be your lens for deciding what's important and what to include and how much detail to put into it. Now, I hope you found these 5 tips helpful. If you did, please like this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future content. And if there are topics related to visual storytelling or visual note-taking that you would like me to cover, please let me know in a comment below. I'd love to make useful content that helps you on your own visual storytelling journey. If you'd like some extra help with your visual storytelling, then come over and visit us at the Thoughts Drawn Out website. We have tools and courses to help you get started and create visual storytelling that is useful and purposeful and beneficial. Now we've made it to the end. Go on, get out there. Go and make your mark.